So follow these tracks.
We've managed to get ourselves fully stuck in the mud to the point where we've had to ask a farmer to come and rescue us, so he's now here to save our day. Our first time ever using this tow.
Oh, you'll be all right. This is connected to the chassis, so you won't break anything.
This tiny little tractor can pull us out. Oh, here we go. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
He's done it.
Hey. Thanks, friend. Yeah, going up this hill in the rain was a poor choice. Stay up our wheels. This is the longest we've ever stayed at a free campsite. I think we might be coming up to like almost 2 weeks now. What do you think it is that we like about it so much?
Every night is a sunset.
Yeah.
Like we've had one, yesterday was the only night that wasn't.
Yeah. But I can completely understand why these guys seem to be living here full time. I think we like it because it reminds us of what we would like to have eventually.
Yeah, it's exactly what we want to buy. It's just a giant field. It must be about 50 acres, and it's got this man-made reservoir in the middle.
I don't think we'll be able to afford the 50 acres though. That'd be quite expensive. But yeah, if this could be ours, this would make us very happy.
I do have hope that we can stay here for a while though, because there's like 3 or 4 permanent vans here, and we've been here 2 weeks, and they've been here pretty much every single night. So enjoy the free spot while you can, because tomorrow we have to go to a paid camp spot.
Joe can pay. I think this is what people imagine when they think about van life, and probably why they think it's so cheap. We're sitting in a free area, drinking our homemade coffees, reading a book, but it isn't always this cheap. On our way out, I'm really hoping we can avoid it, but I don't think we can. There's 2 ridges that one reviewer said, and I quote, "I cannot emphasize how slowly you must go over them." She's not joking, they are interesting. That's our walking guy.
Is that?
Joe woke me up at 7 o'clock this morning to, in his words, do a plot, so he owes me this coffee.
Shouldn't have eaten those meatballs.
Have you ever had a guilty pleasure that you just keep throwing money into? Every now and then you stop yourself and think, how many times have I bought myself that coffee? Thank you. You know when you add it all up, the answer's going to be bad, so it's one of those things you try not to think about. But today we're actually going to sit down and calculate just how much it costs to live in that van. Couldn't do it, I've got to put it in the bin. Yeah, that would be brilliant. Could you confirm how much it is, please? £28. Brilliant. Do you prefer cash or card? Perfect, thank you so much. £28. It says 24 on the website.
Oh, you're $1 naughtier than most.
We can usually go about 5 days before we have to go to a paid campsite. We try and avoid it because, we don't like spending money, but it does reach a point where, you have to go for the services.
Diesel is hands down our biggest expense. We can easily spend $150 a week, especially if we're going up and down the country.
So that's our food bill for the week, £96.47. Even if you live in a van, you can't get away from a food bill. I can use the joint card, right? So if we go and get £10 out, with your 20, we'll be all right, because they only take cash, and I am very, very certain that they pay their taxes appropriately, so we don't mind.
This place isn't too bad. It's a holiday park, which we don't really go to because it's usually full of kids, but this is an adults only one, so it should be quiet. She must be showing Jodie a walk because Jodie's just kicked her walking shoe in the air.
If you want to go for a walk.
Here she comes, Big Jode's on her way back. Oh no, it's Bev coming out.
Oh, okay, so we're going to follow through the barrier. She's going to let us in this time.
Go around.
All right. Oh, it's not a good time for her to come over.
Got all our rice coming out. Was it bad?
Yeah, and she walked right past as I was doing it.
It's like they picked the worst possible time. Why is it hailstoning? She said to me when I was in there, it's a nice day for a walk. That's one of the expensive parts of van life, is staying at campsites. It can add up to quite a bit of money, especially if you stay there often. It's quite a lot to empty your toilet and have a shower, although I do suppose we're getting power as well, which is quite good. But we should go and see if these showers are at least a little bit better than those ones we went to last time. Those previous showers we were at were £25, this is 28, so let's see if it gets you a little bit of a better shower experience.
For how much more money?
4. I said 25 to 28. Shut up, my maths isn't great. Oh, ducklings. It's okay.
It's good that they let a homeless man sleep here.
Check first that there's no one in it. I think it's okay. This is nicer. This is like a gym, like a swimming pool one. It's a push button one, which deducts 2 stars in my opinion, but everything else is pretty good. I'll see you after my shower. I'm just joking. That's actually quite nice. It wasn't as good as our favourite ever one, but it's definitely better than that nuclear fallout one we went to.
I see we're not wearing bras again.
Shut up. It's a bit gross being a van lifer if you don't have a shower in your van, because it means if you're cheap like us and only come to paid campsites about once a week, that's as often as you get to shower. But we have to take advantage because we've got another week in the woods before we get to our next campsite. See you in a week. I think we've accidentally come back to a campsite we've already been to. I don't really recognise it, but I think this might have been the first place I emptied the toilet. It's full of all your wee. I'm not doing that again this time. It's quite sweet actually to come back after like 2 years of living in here full time. We do have a problem though. We were driving on the motorway and this big truck was full of like gravel and stuff, and one of the rocks came out and hit our windscreen. So now we have like a 2 centimetre crack and we've been told we need to get it replaced. So we're gonna have to go back to London and get that sorted out.
You ready? Is it too sexy?
When we were driving home last night, we heard another bang on our windscreen. It was quite a loud one, but when we looked, it was just a tiny little like chip in it. It wasn't a big thing. So we just left it and woke up this morning ready to call the windscreen people. And Joe sat in the driver's seat, looks up and notices the most horrendous crack down our windscreen. So it started out as a chip and then all of a sudden it's become a massive crack. And somehow that has occurred overnight without us moving the van at all. So we have our first chip, which we got fixed. We have our second crack, which we called about. And then we woke up to our third Big Daddy one. I don't know how it's managed to get so bad from last night. Whatever he's been doing in here last night has made a big 10-incher down the centre of our windscreen. So now whenever Joe drives, he's got a big 10-incher in his face.
So he knows how I feel.
No.
So we've made it all the way to Costco to have our windscreen replaced. We should have got this guy to come and do our windows at the back because they are not stuck on very well at all. It doesn't leak, so.
Loose over here.
Completely
loose.
We'll stick a bit more silicone under it, it'll be fine.
Out of 10, I'd say it's like a good 7.5.
I'll take that, I will take that.
You just feed that through the windscreen at the bottom. As I ratchet, it just pulls the wire through so it cuts through the glue. It's just going to keep travelling till it reaches a corner.
Do you remember when we had to do that for our side windows, that oily stuff that goes everywhere? Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Can't take you anywhere. I'm excited to get a new windscreen. We have a brand new windscreen. Now that our window's in, we can let the glue cure for about half an hour and then we're allowed to drive to our campsite. I've found the door for your basement. That needs to be your basement when we have a house.
So you're just TikToking in the back. Looks clean.
It does look clean, doesn't it?
Safe
Need a friend. Joe's, are you making avocado on toast in a Costco parking lot?
No one's knocked yet, but until they do, we're gonna have some breakfast. Should've spread it.
We do usually wild camp, but sometimes you just want somewhere safe where you can stop and you're allowed to be. And it's only £12 a night, it's pretty good.
Good boy.
He was like, we wondered what happened to you. We were worried. We thought you were coming and you didn't come. I was like, no, we ended up with a big crack in our windscreen. Can't be bothered cooking, so we'll have a ready meal. It's been a long day.
So we had to come to a new camp spot because the last one didn't have any power or showers. And the shower is in this weird mobile trailer. Let's see if it does the job. So this is the shower. Oh boy, it really is a trailer. We've got a comb for the boys. Ooh. We've had worse showers on this trip, but this one's pretty low end. Okay, let's give it a shot. It was actually warm, which was good, but the condition, Jesus. They actually give you a bar of soap like you're in prison. Give this shower a 3 out of 10. What did you think?
I mean, I'm clean, but...
Did you use the soap?
No, I did not use the prison bar of soap.
What would you give it out of 10?
A 2, because the water was hot and it was a proper twisty shower head, not one of those joop button ones.
I think I gave it a 3.
Why?
Just to be nice. Where we're staying is £25 a night and it gives you all the services.
Except for, kind of emptying. Throw it in a bush was the instruction, so. But we're nice people, so we won't tell you where we are, because we don't want to give them any bad press. The sky's really clear, so we've come out stargazing, but it's a full moon, so we kind of can't see very many stars. But look how pretty it looks, with the trees in the background.
Why do they meow?
I don't know. She did say they squawk from time to time.
I'm just paying the big horrible yearly bills on my phone, so that's road tax and insurance. And we did the service and MOT when we were back in London.
But they are yearly, so you have to divide it by 52 to get to the weekly total. And we're always paying for parking meters, like that one the other day that cost me £12 on your credit card.
All right, that's enough expenses. So the grand total is £492. This was a particularly expensive week because we did have to replace our windscreen, but hopefully it gives you a rough idea of how much it can cost to live in a van.
So don't think for 1 second that living in a van is free. It absolutely is not, but it is still one of the best things we've ever done. We've had so many experiences that we would never have had, and I'm so glad we decided to move into our little tiny home on wheels.
And it looks like we're saving about £300 a week.
Can buy me more treats. I've just sat down and worked out how much it cost for us to build this van. Would you believe it cost